What a busy week in the Philippines it's been, and I'm still loving it here. So I'm sitting out here on the patio. It's relatively sunny, but it's cloudy. So I don't know how to explain it. It's cloudy, but it's just bright enough to where keep from squinting really hard. I got my sunglasses on. So I'm sitting out here enjoying myself a cold beverage. It says, follow your heart. If anybody can read it. I don't know if it's backwards or not. So today is Friday here in the Philippines, the 5th of January. It's a little breezy. It's the first time since I've been here that I've had sustained breezes, and they're probably running 10 to 15 miles an hour. It feels really good. It's 88 degrees out here, about noon, but that breeze makes it feel really tolerable. So as I said, it's been a very busy week. As you all know, I got here on the 30th. These are Philippine times. And that gave us the opportunity to get into the Airbnb here behind me. Gave you a little shot of that earlier. And on the 31st, we went up to Angeles in Pampanga, Angeles for you American types. And we spent New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in Angeles. It was my mother-in-law's birthday on the 31st. It was also the day that Christine and I made things official.
Happy New Year, guys!
Then on the 2nd of January, these again are Philippine times, deduct between 12 to 15 hours for U.S. times because we're that much farther ahead. Of course, we're on the other side of the international date line. But on the 2nd, we went to the U.S. Embassy in Manila so I could get my legal capacity to contract marriage. And that all went without a hitch. Very great people to work with. Again, they mainly hire indigenous people at every embassy. They're screened, of course, but so helpful, so friendly. But then that's what I'm finding in the Philippines anyway. Helpful, friendly people. I showed that video where we were leaving the embassy. I did not want to record around the embassy. Some people get a little sensitive when you record around government buildings. So I hope you'll understand that. On the 3rd, that was the day that we went in to apply for our marriage license. It was the first time since I've been here that there's just been hiccup after hiccup. And basically what it was, when we went in there Wednesday morning to do this, my fiance, her CENIMAR, Certificate of No Marriage, because she's never been married before, it didn't have the right name of her mother on there. Now, her mother legally changed her name after Christine was born. So Christine was going off the original birth certificate. But what the the local government unit, I don't want to point fingers, the local government unit only showed her mother's current name. They didn't show her original. They didn't show the paperwork to change it. So after, I don't know, an hour and a half of arguing back and forth, no, it wasn't me, it was Christine, with the manager there at the local government PSA, Philippine Statistics Authority office. After she argued with them for a while, the manager was very helpful, says, well, go back to Pasig because they are a direct branch of the Philippine Statistics Authority, and they can get you a new Cenomar with your mother's current name. So we had to get a Grab. It's like an Uber, and hotel to Pasig City. That is Metro Manila. If you've seen some of the videos that I've put out, it's pretty busy. But we used my age, being a senior, to get a priority. You use what you can use. People with disabilities, PWD, pregnant women, and seniors usually get a priority. Their discounts. Philippines respects their elders. They respect those with disability, and they respect those who are carrying children, unborn children. So, we used that, and it took a couple of hours. But then we had to get another Grab and go from Pasig back to Cainta. We got back there. We had to wait in line again. Finally, we got called up. Same guy that we'd had that morning. Now, one thing I'll caution you all on with the Philippines, sometimes government officials take it upon themselves to overemphasize laws. As far as my legal capacity to marry, in the Philippine Statistics Authority webpage, it clearly states that I must show the proof of my prior marriage termination, whether it be divorce or death. My previous wife passed away, so it is obviously death. I had that. I had the death certificate in triplicate, 3 copies of everything that I had to do was all 3 copies. Everything she had to do was only 1 copy. Go figure it out. So I handed it to him, and he says, oh no, you've been married several times. I need divorce papers. I tried to explain to him. In the PSA website, I even showed him, it says termination of last marriage. But he wanted more. Why? I have my opinions on that because I was probably the only foreigner in the office that day. But I'm not going to say conclusively. And probably I'm the only one that had ever been divorced and had a wife that passed away. But prior to October 31st, the PSA, Philippine Statistics Authority, allowed foreigners to have their local government, and in my case, my county, write a Cenomar saying that you are not married. Part of doing that was they says, oh, well, you were married to your previous wife in this county. We need divorce papers from that wife. And this is prior to my late wife. Okay, so the divorce took place in Iowa. I had to contact Iowa, and it was like $35 or something to get a copy of that sent to me. And this was back in October. So I had all that sent to me. I took it back down to the county office. They reviewed everything. Said, oh, great. Now we can enter that into our system showing you're divorced. And we can give you your letter saying that you are not married. Awesome. So imagine this official's look when he says, oh no, I need your divorce papers from previous. I reached into my folder and I handed him a letter from my county, and then I handed him a stack of divorce papers. I said, here you go. His eyes got that big around. Oh no. Now what am I going to do? Well, by this time it's 4:30 in the afternoon. The LGU is going to close at 5 p.m. We had been running back and forth all day long. At the end of the day, just absorb. Pasig City. We're at PSA in Pasig City. Long story. Well, we had to go from Cainta to Pasig. Now we're waiting on a Grab so we can get the heck back out of here. Oh, it's only about the third Chevy I've seen. Oh, Colorado. It's Tracker Pro, but it's Chevy Colorado. Alright, stop this. Just take a look at this mess, huh? And do I really want to drive? I don't know. Pay a Grab for 400 pesos. Less than $5. Take away the headaches here. You guys in Dumaguete and Cebu and those places. Okay. You don't have it as bad as what Metro Manila has. All kinds of interesting between Scoot. Are you kidding me? Okay. That's it, Lord. You can take me. I've seen it all. Getting out of here. Yes, we signed our application for our marriage license. It will take 10 days. We will have the license back by January 15th. Now, we're not getting married until February 4th. I think I've said why in previous videos, because we have to make sure that all the family members are here. We wanted to make sure that we had the marriage license back. It is what it is. We're good. We're getting married February 4th. But it was such a long day on Wednesday. And I woke up Wednesday and I had a bug. Oh, geez, my sinuses were plugging up. I was running a bit of a fever. I had body aches. Yeah, the wind's really blowing now. I hope it's not messing up my audio. So, and I've got my microphone. Yeah, I got my microphone on just to help eliminate that if possible. I'll go back and check it. I may have to recut it. I just felt under the weather. So riding around, walking around, just dealing with all of this, it was not the funnest day I've had here in the Philippines, but we managed. My fiance is so remarkable. She is such a quick thinker. She's so smart. She can figure things out. We got back from Pasig in the Grab, and she asked the Grab driver, "Can you stay? We will pay whatever it takes," because we knew it was going to be really close to 5 p.m. and rush hour when we got done, and try to get a Grab at 5 p.m. It could have been a while. And I mean, it's only a few miles to home. Worst case scenario, we could have walked, but I just was not feeling very good. And it's literally a quarter of a mile down the road here from our Airbnb down to her mother's house. And we walked down there Wednesday morning for breakfast. And by the time I got there, my hips were inflamed. My back was twitching. I've got arthritis in my hips. It only flares up when I'm not feeling well. It was flaring up. And then also my back started twitching. So I wasn't doing very well. We were sitting at the PSA office in Pasig, and I just started breaking out in sweat. And they had aircon in there, so there was no reason to do that. Heck, I mean, I'm out here almost 90-degree weather and I'm not sweating now. But I just kept running these little micro fevers and things. I just was not feeling good. But my fiance, being the trooper that she is, she just took charge. I love it. I am so blessed to have this lady, and she knows her way around. She can think herself out of a situation. But she asked the Grab driver to wait for us, and yeah, we knew it was going to cost us more money, but we also knew that it was going to be next to impossible to get another Grab. So yeah, our marriage license is in. Now, Thursday, we had to go to the University of the Philippines to the University Hotel. This is where we are getting married. This is where we are having our reception. We also have a room for the night in part of our wedding package, and we will spend the night there. I believe my mother-in-law and father-in-law are also getting a room. He's an alum of the University of Philippines, so he gets little perks. And that'll be great. Then we'll have a ride from there back on the 5th. And I believe then we're going to go on our honeymoon. More plans coming. We'll get that updated as time comes. But I got to see the venue for the first time myself with my own peepers. Got boots on the ground. Beautiful place. Awesome people. Got an understanding of what the procedure will be, what we'll be doing. Awesome. Part of that, they were speaking, my mother-in-law, my wife, and the lady at the UP planning division were speaking Tagalog. Now, I understand a little bit of Tagalog, certain words. Remember, I was married to a Filipina for 13 years. I pick up a little bit of it, and I can follow conversations as long as they're not very long conversations. But after about 15 minutes, I started getting a nosebleed. Okay, that's a Filipina term. If you have a girlfriend or a wife that is not very fluent in English, and you speak a lot of English to her, she'll say she's getting a nosebleed. Her head hurts or nosebleeds. So I made that comment. I said, I'm getting a nosebleed, and they all started laughing. It's natural that when you're dealing with Filipinos and Filipinos and Filipinos, that they all speak Tagalog. I understand that. I was trying to follow along, but my wife, knowing that I was at the end of my translation abilities, she started filling me in a little bit. That's great. I appreciate that. Now, when I move back here in June, I will start full-time Tagalog lessons because I think it's only respectful that I speak the language of the people I'm living around. Yeah, they speak English, but if somebody opens a door for me, say a security person or a doorman or whatever, I always give them a salamat. Tell them thank you. I greet them. I try to be courteous to them. Remember, we are in their country. We are guests here. It's only respectful to treat them with the respect that they deserve, this being their country. So I'll show you around the venue at the University of the Philippines hotel. And this is where we'll get married. I moved around a lot. I'll apologize for that. But there were just, once you do a sweep, there was more to say than there was to see. So here we go. Okay, so we're at the University of the Philippines. This is the hotel of the University of Philippines, and this is where our venue will be for our wedding. A nice fountain. They have all the tables covered. We're looking at probably 65 people. I think we could probably seat everybody here. We had planned on doing an indoor venue for the reception, but don't know yet. That's what we're here investigating. We're going to pay for it. And now that we have our marriage license application done, Okay, that's where the guests will sit while we're up here on the stage. And we walk down here, and there'll be a little platform. So the guests will be part of this waterfall here, this water feature. Okay, so this will be where the ceremony is performed. We'll have a small stage there, backdrop. The guests will be able to see us from here. We have a sound system so we can speak into it. And this is where it is. We're making final arrangements now. March 4th. This is where I'll be. Marrying the love of my life. So after we left the University of the Philippines hotel, we needed to get some groceries, some supplies for here at the Airbnb. So we went to the SM Hypermarket. The SM Hypermarket is like the Philippine version of Walmart. They have a little bit of everything. It was my first experience. I shot a few clips of that. One of the things we needed was some place to hang our clothes. This place has no closet. It has no place to hang clothes. I've been living out of suitcases. It's not the best thing to do, but I'll give you a few shots of us at the hypermarket, SM Hypermarket, and it's going to be literally our next Airbnb from January 24th till February 26th when I leave. It will be right at the end of the hypermarket, right next door to it. So if we need to do shopping or whatever, it's only a 10-minute walk from the condo to there. From here, it's, I don't know, a mile, but you know, we were on our way home anyway. So here's some clips of that. And we are at the hypermarket. It's a grocery store here. Go inside here in a minute and look. But it's SM Hypermarket, Kaita. And right across the street is Village East, and that's where we're living right now, is Village East. And here at the end of the month, we're living right at the end of this, where the trees are. That's where the condos are for our second Airbnb. Look at this traffic. We got to get across all of this, down that road, Village East Avenue. Oh, that's a cute little car. What's it going to be when it grows up? But the reason you see so many scooters and not motorcycles, because they've got constant velocity transmissions, clutches like a tow goat. And they don't have regular clutches. And some of them do, and there they go, ripping down the road. Oh my God, here comes a trike. Okay. Yeah, it's nuts here. Okay, as you can see, they have a lot of products just like Walmart back in the States. And there's a karaoke machine, of course, fast food, TVs, appliances, almost everything you can think of. And I had to voice over because one of the things about the Philippines is they love their music, and everywhere you go, it plays music, including at a hypermarket. So I got a copyright strike because of the music playing over the loudspeakers. That's okay. It's mostly video anyway. You have to be a little careful with these trolleys, these baskets, shopping carts. All four wheels caster. That's okay. You get used to it. Just keep control of it. Don't let it get away. The Filipinos call these push carts. I'd almost forgotten about that. Now here's some domestic bliss. Shopping with the wife. Yes, it's just a short clip, but look at all the different types of candies, and this is just one aisle. Like I said, this is like a Walmart. Oh, here it is. Oh, we found some treats. Yeah. So today is kind of our slow day. Last night, Christine started coughing. She started getting the same thing that I think that I had. And I brought some cold and flu medicines from the States. I don't think you can get the same thing here. I had some allergy relief medicine that I took. I had some zinc tablets that I took when I started coming down with it. And last night I started giving her the same thing and a certain liquid cold remedy. I'm not going to say any names like NyQuil, but it comes in a little cup. Take that. We both took a shot of that last night. Woke up this morning feeling a lot better. She's still kind of not 100%. So we just decided today it's a down day. We have been so busy the last 5 days that it is time for us just to have a chill day. In fact, she's in taking a nap right now. Awesome. She needs it. Tomorrow we have one of her friends coming to see us. We were video chatting last night, and she's all excited that one of the places that I'm interested in looking at to live is Antipolo. It's right over these hills. Over yonder. Antipolo is over there. All right, get this back down. That's where Kat lives, and she's coming over to get us. We're going to go tour Antipolo and spend some time with her. You know, I've video chatted with her several times. Christine's had her on video chats together with me and things. And great lady, smart. She knows real estate really good. So she is going to try and help be an advocate for us. I'm going to change these out. It's getting darker. We're not due any rain. There, you probably used to see me like this anyway. We're not due any rain, but it does feel delicious. I mean, the breeze blowing, the clouds, yeah, it's great. So, yeah, I'll try and bring some content of Antipolo when we get over there tomorrow. Love you all. We'll see you later.